Spring is often seen as the season of new beginnings and reinvention, of everything feeling fresh and new again, and I think this can often play a part in our own train of thought. So today I wanted to talk a bit on an interesting question I was asked recently, as I think it pertains a bit to the feeling of rebirth and finding ourselves. So I was asked, what advice would I give to someone trying to find themselves in their early 20s? I'm going into this topic fully acknowledging that I'm at the young age of 26 myself, but like an older sister giving a little advice. I thought I'd expand on my answer for some of you who may be feeling that sort of quarter-life crisis. But honestly, my advice would be that you don't need to find yourself in your early 20s. There is all this pressure for getting your life figured out young, and honestly, you can start over as many times throughout your life as you want. Just like every fresh start of spring, it can be a breath of fresh air, letting go of that pressure and allowing yourself the freedom to change your mind as many times as you need to. I thought I knew what I was going to do with my life at so many stages, and each time I was wrong. Not wrong in thinking it's what I needed at that specific time, but wrong for thinking it would be what I needed forever. What serves you at one age may not when you are older, and that's totally okay. And you don't need to feel like you have to stick with something just because you decided on it. Everything is so fluid, and age is just a number. You will meet so many different versions of yourself throughout this life, and I think it's important to open yourself up to change, allowing yourself to kind of evolve. It's okay to follow different passions as you age, and like seasons, trying so hard to hang on to the previous will only prevent you from seeing the beauty in what's next. And if your heart is pulling you away from a previous outdated decision, it's probably for a good reason. I would advise you to try everything you have interest in, especially while you are so young, and don't feel like you have to stick with any one thing. Follow what brings you joy. In one of my college psychology classes, we were given a worksheet to fill out. On the page was written, I am, ... 10 times. And we were told to fill in the blank. If you want to try this exercise at home, I recommend pausing right here and think about what your top answers would be for a moment. My top answer was I am a student, and I remember writing it without hesitation. The rest came a little slower to me. Answers such as I am a girl, I am an artist. We compared answers after as a class, and I was surprised with what came first to mind for others. Some first thought of their ethnicity, their religion, their relationship or family status, and so on. Some of which I had in common, but never would have thought of writing down. Our professor explained that these things that first came to mind are what we tie heavily with our sense of self. If you feel comfortable, let me know what yours was down below. My last self was passionate about her education to the point where I tied my sense of self so heavily into my college career that I lost sight of who I was without it when I wasn't a student anymore. I feel like this is so common with young adults just coming out of school, but I promise you, you will find your way again, and you will find new terms to define yourself in. And those terms will probably change again and again throughout your life, and that's so okay and completely normal. So don't feel like you need to know all the answers right now in your early 20s. You are just getting started in your adult life, so allow yourself to enjoy this new, exciting season. I hope this little chat helps someone out there, but otherwise, I hope you are all having a wonderful week and enjoying spring. I can't wait to see you all in my next video.